Hello, everyone. Do you like cookies, especially chocolate chip cookies? Warm, soft, with melty chocolate chips inside. It's a perfect treat, isn't it? Most people think chocolate chip cookies have been around forever. But actually, this amazing cookie was invented by accident. It was a happy mistake made by a woman in her kitchen. Today, we're going to share the heartwarming story of how the world's most popular cookie came to be. It's a tale about a clever woman, a small inn, and a sweet little accident that changed dessert history. Are you ready for a taste of history? Our story begins in the late 1930s in a small town called Whitman, Massachusetts, in the United States. There was a very special inn called the Toll House Inn. It was a charming place where people would stop to eat delicious home-cooked meals. The inn was owned by a wonderful woman named Ruth Graves Wakefield. Ruth was not just an inn owner, she was also an amazing cook and baker. She loved to try new recipes and make her guests happy with delicious food. Her desserts were especially famous. She made all kinds of cookies, pies, and cakes. People came from all over just to taste her treats. Her butter drop-dew cookies were very popular. These were simple, old-fashioned cookies. One sunny afternoon in 1938, Ruth was in her kitchen getting ready to bake a batch of her famous butter drop-dew cookies. She had everything ready: flour, butter, sugar, eggs. But then she realized something. "Oh no! I'm out of baking chocolate," she probably thought. Baking chocolate was a common ingredient in her recipe. It melted into the dough, giving the cookies a rich chocolate flavor. Ruth looked around her kitchen for a replacement. She saw a bar of semi-sweet chocolate. It was a block of chocolate that she usually served to her guests with coffee. It was made by the Nestlé company. Ruth thought, "Well, this is chocolate, right? Maybe it will work." She took an ice pick and chopped the block of chocolate into tiny pieces. Then, she mixed these chocolate pieces into her cookie dough. She thought the chocolate chips would melt and spread throughout the cookie dough, just like baking chocolate usually did. She put the cookie dough into the oven, feeling a little unsure. After a few minutes, the smell of baking cookies filled the kitchen. Ruth opened the oven door. The cookies looked perfectly golden brown. She took them out and let them cool for a bit. But when she bit into one, she was surprised. The chocolate pieces hadn't melted. Instead, they were still solid, soft, and melty chunks of chocolate mixed throughout the cookie. It wasn't what she expected at all. It was a mistake. But when she tasted it, the warm cookie and the soft chocolate chips together created an amazing flavor. It was absolutely delicious. It was a completely new kind of cookie. She decided to serve these mistake cookies to her guests. The guests at the Toll House Inn absolutely loved them. They couldn't get enough of these new cookies with the chocolate chunks. Word spread quickly. People started asking for Mrs. Wakefield's chocolate chip cookies. The cookies became an instant hit. Everyone wanted the recipe. Soon, people from all over the country were asking for the recipe. Ruth printed the recipe in her cookbook, Toll House Tried and True Recipes. She also shared her recipe with local newspapers. The demand for her chocolate chip cookies grew and grew. The Nestlé company, whose semi-sweet chocolate bar Ruth had used, started to notice something. Their semi-sweet chocolate bar sales were going crazy. People were buying tons of their chocolate, but not for eating with coffee. They were buying it to chop it up and put it in cookies. Nestlé quickly realized that the reason was Ruth Wakefield's amazing chocolate chip cookie recipe. So the head of Nestlé, a man named Donald White, visited Ruth at the Toll House Inn. He made a deal with her. Nestlé offered Ruth a lifetime supply of Nestlé chocolate. In return, Ruth allowed Nestlé to print her recipe on the back of their semi-sweet chocolate bar packages. And that's not all. Nestlé also started selling Nestlé Toll House Real Semi-Sweet Chocolate Morsels, which were pre-chopped chocolate chips. It made baking chocolate chip cookies much easier for everyone. This deal was a win-win for everyone. Ruth got free chocolate for life. Nestlé's chocolate sales exploded. Everyone knew the Toll House name and recipe. And bakers everywhere could easily make delicious chocolate chip cookies. The chocolate chip cookie became a symbol of American comfort food. During World War II, soldiers from Massachusetts received care packages with chocolate chip cookies. They shared these cookies with soldiers from other states. Soon, soldiers from all over the country were writing home, asking their families to send them those chocolate chip cookies. This helped spread the popularity of the cookie even more. Over the decades, the chocolate chip cookie continued to grow in popularity. It became a staple in homes, bakeries, and cafes. Countless variations were created: chewy, crispy, giant, tiny. Many famous food companies tried to copy the original Toll House recipe. But the simple combination of butter, sugar, flour, and those lovely semi-sweet chocolate chips remained a classic. It even got its own national holiday. August 4th is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day in the United States. Ruth Graves Wakefield passed away in 1977, but her sweet mistake lives on. Her simple act of trying something new, even when she ran out of an ingredient, gave the world one of its most beloved treats. It shows us that sometimes the best discoveries come from unexpected places, from little accidents, or from just trying something different. Imagine if she hadn't run out of baking chocolate that day, we might never have known the joy of a warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie. It truly was the sweetest mistake ever made. So, next time you bite into a delicious chocolate chip cookie, remember Ruth Wakefield. Remember her creativity, her kindness to her guests, and her happy accident. And remember that sometimes the best things in life come from trying something new, even when it feels like a mistake. You never know what sweet surprises life has in store for you. Thank you for joining us on this delightful journey. We hope you enjoyed this sweet story. See you in the next episode.